Hey, what's happening, everybody? Werenka here from Simply Home. We're the fastest growing real estate company in America. And I'm back with your March 2026 real estate market update for the Woodward Corridor. And I've got an all-star team. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, rent, whatever you need, we've got you covered. We even do property management now. So the market obviously has been all over the place for a couple months now. This month is not going to be too much different, but it's starting to become a little bit more into focus. What's going to happen for the rest of the year here. So let's jump right in. We're going to start with Ferndale as always. Currently, right now in Ferndale, there are 43 homes on the market compared to 24 that sold in the month of February. And of those 24 homes that sold in February, the average sale price was $282,596. That's down 2.4% from the month of January, although it's up 12.1% from February of 2025. And the homes that sold in Ferndale are selling on average for 97.4% of asking price, and they're selling at an average of 54 days on the market. And if that sounds like a little bit less of a percentage of asking price that they're selling for than it has been for a while, and if 54 days seems like it's a little bit longer than usual, you're not wrong. Part of that's time of year. We'll get into that in a minute though, but right now in Ferndale, there's 1.4 months worth of inventory on the market. Moving on to Hazel Park. Right now in Hazel Park, there are 45 homes on the market compared to only 18 that sold in the month of February. And the average sale price in February in Hazel Park was $170,942. That was up 14.2% from the month of January, although it is down 3.7% from February of 2025. And the homes that sold in February in Hazel Park sold for an average of 97.5% of asking price and sold in an average of 44 days on the market. Currently in Hazel Park, there's 2.6 months worth of inventory on the market. All right, let's talk Oak Park. Right now in Oak Park, there are 42 homes on the market compared to 25 that sold in the month of February. And the average price in Oak Park in February was $231,394. That's down 6.2% from the month of January, and it's down 1.1% from February of 2025. But homes in Oak Park that are selling for almost full price. The average home in February sold for 99.6% of asking price, sold in 39 days on average. And there are currently 2 months worth of inventory on the market in Oak Park. Moving over to Berkeley. Currently in Berkeley, there are 21 homes for sale compared to 12 that sold in the month of February. And if you remember back to last month, the average sale price for the homes that sold in January had dropped down quite a bit. And I had figured that was because, it's such a small sample size in Berkeley. I figured it would bounce back this month, and it totally has. Right now, the average sale price for the homes that sold in Berkeley in February was $376,200. That's up 21% from January. So there you go. And it's up 7.8% from February of 2025. And the homes that sold in February in Berkeley sold for an average of 100% of asking price and sold in only 26 days on the market. Currently in Berkeley, there is only 1.1 months worth of inventory on the market. All right, moving on to Royal Oak. Currently in Royal Oak, there are 148 homes on the market compared to 54 that sold in the month of February. The average home that sold in February in Royal Oak sold for $407,257, which is down 10.1% from the month of January, and it's down 8.8% from February of 2025. Now, that being said, homes on average are selling for 99.5% of asking price and selling in an average of 47 days on market. And there's currently 1.4 months worth of inventory on the market in Royal Oak. And then finally, last but not least, your favorite and mine, that little city with the big heart, Clawson, Michigan. Let's talk Clawson. Currently in Clawson, there are a massive whopping 10 homes on the market compared to an equally massive whopping 11 sales in the month of February. And the average sale price in February was $316,091, which is down 13.7% from the month of January, although it's up 7.1% from February of 2025. And homes that are selling in Clawson right now are selling on average for 98.8% of asking price and selling in an average of 36 days on the market. And currently in Clawson, there's only 0.6 months worth of inventory on the market. So Derek, what does this all mean? There are several factors playing into this. The reason why the average days on market has jumped so high, and why homes generally that had been selling for at full price or over in most of these cities are now selling for at full price or under. A lot of that has to do with the time of year. January and February are the slowest months of the year for real estate in Michigan. You're going to get the lowest average sale price. You're going to get the highest days on market, just the lowest amount of inventory. People generally don't like to sell their home so that people would have to go look at it when it's pitch black at 5 o'clock and it's, 7 degrees and you have to walk through 2 feet of snow to get to the front door. So for all those factors, I'm not super surprised by this. We're going to wait and see, but so far the early indications are like we've just turned the corner on inventory. We're just starting to add inventory week after week. Typically that peaks in about August. And there's also about an 8 to 10% fluctuation in terms of average sale price. We'll see what happens. This is kind of looking like a typical year so far, even though there's all kinds of external factors that we don't normally deal with. But this is the way I look at it anyway. The mortgage rates are coming down. They're the lowest they've been in 4 years at this point. So that's definitely helping. Typically that would boost the average sale price, like prices would start to go up as rates come down. But we're also seeing more inventory than we've seen anytime since 2019. And the more supply we have is going to push the prices down. It's still a little bit unclear which way we're going to go. It remains to be seen what happens with gas prices and inflation and all that, what the Fed does with rates. There's a gazillion question marks out there still. But right now, the market at this very moment is behaving the way it should for this time of year. And regardless of whatever happens, if you do have any questions, if you'd like to know about another city, anything at all I can do for you, I'm easy to get a hold of. Just call or text anytime. My direct line is 586-491-562. Email me at Werenka@simplyhome.com. I'm on all the socials. If you DM me, I'll respond very quick. And as always, guys, appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching this. I truly, truly appreciate it. And look forward to a very busy spring and summer, hopefully. And, whatever happens with the market, you can always check back on this channel and I will be back with updates every single month. So till next month, thanks so much, guys. Have a great one and talk soon.